Hello, my friend from YouTube. Today, in this video, I wanted to share with you what I consider to be the biggest lesson and the main lesson I learned in 12 years of marriage. And just so I don't hold you in this video forever, that's just being close. Just being close to your partner will make a whole lot of difference in your relationship. And I wanted to tell you how I learned it. How did I came to this idea, or how did I came to this need of being with the other person, being close to the other person. And you need to be close to the other person when you need most, when both of you need most. I consider my relationship with my wife extremely solid, and I believe we've never been so so good, so connected, so in sync with each other before. We've been through like moving countries. We're from Brazil and now we live in the UK for about 6 years now. We've been through the loss of a child. So Lara here, she's our second baby. She's 5 months old now. And Samuel, her big brother, he passed away when he was 7 months of age, about 3 years ago. And even going through the loss of a child, which for many parents is something that split couples apart, that in fact made us much closer to each other. And it's funny because the closer you are to the other person, the closer it gets, the better the relationship gets. How did I find that out? What was like the main experience when I realized, oh, I'm doing something here wrong? So the year was 2018, was the first time that we've been in the UK. So she lived in the UK for 1 year between 2017 and 18, and I came to stay for 6 months. Right. So we were just walking about central London and looking for a place to go. And I had no idea why we just started an argument. It just started. I really, to this day, I have no idea what was the reason for that to happen. But that argument turned to a fight. Then we went home by bus, like in total silence. That was one of the most awkward and strange moments of my life. So total silence. We got home. It was an Airbnb. We had like a bed and a sofa. I lied on the bed, she sat on the sofa. At that point I was like crying, or almost crying, of like anger, despair. I was thinking, whoa, what's gonna be of my relationship? I think I used to think a lot about that before that happening. But there was a moment when, just when you have a click, it's just something clicked, and I noticed, wait a moment. At this point, I don't even remember why all this started. I had no idea why we are fighting like that. How did it start? I didn't even know if it was me or if it was her. So I'm like this, so far away from the person that I love most in this whole planet. For what? And then I just started to laugh. I was laughing like crazy, and she didn't understand anything. Like, she was, what? We were just arguing here, like we were fighting. We're supposed to be mad at each other, and you're just laughing. And what I did was just went to her. I said, I'm sorry. I hugged her, and then we went back to bed. And that fight just finished there. It just finished. So I think you can relate to the idea, or of to the feeling that when we're not really well with another person, we have the tendency not to look at that person, and also not to be close, not to touch that person. So we want to be apart. And when that is happening, that's the exact moments when we need to be closer the most. Can you understand that? So we start arguing, we start like saying things about each other, we go apart, and then that's when the breakdown happens. It's because we just let go of our relationship, and at that very moment, neither one are being like themselves, like we are being someone else. We were taken by these emotions. So I'm not thinking clearly when I'm arguing with my partner. I'm doing something else, and something that is crazy. So we forget why we got together in the first place. So my lesson to you is something that I want you to learn, is that if you are with someone, be fully. And when you're not feeling very well with that person, when you're feeling a bit uncomfortable, when you don't want to look at that person's eyes, when you don't want to hug that person, that's the exact moment when you should go and hug that person and look at the eyes and say, I love you. That's just what you need to do. Let go of your ego, let go of who's right, who started that argument. Don't worry about that. Like, let time pass, let the other day, the next day come, then you might talk about it a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, and then your relationship might transform. So you might be much closer to the other person if you do it. So remember, when you don't want to be close to your partner, that's exactly when you need to be. All right? I'm not talking about abusive relationships or physical aggression or anything like that, okay? Not talking about that, but I'm talking about being emotionally close and connected. All right? So that will change your relationship forever. And there's a lot more I want to say about relationships, so I hope I'll have the chance in other videos to talk about it. So bye for now. Bye. Thank you for watching.